Good morning and welcome to a Secrets of Strixhaven draft on Magic the Gathering Arena. If you're new here, my name is Cody Lee and I upload a brand new draft video every single day. If you enjoy watching drafts, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, tell the robots you enjoy this type of content. It does really help me out. As is, I've not seen most of these cards, so let's dive right in to Postmortem Professor. 2-mana 2/2, can't block. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, return this. It looks amazing. Whenever this creature attacks, you're just getting an attacker that drains, and you can exile an instant or sorcery card to bring it back? Sure. 2-mana 1/2, when you cast an instant or sorcery, draw a card, then discard a card unless 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell. Monstrous. Thunderdrum Soloist, Teacher's Pest, 2-mana 1/1, when this attacks, gain a life, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It has Menace. That almost seems better. But let's take this 2/2. It can be used with Silverquill. There's another Muse Seeker, which we could have started off with that. There is a Feed the Swarm, which is very solid removal. There's an Increment, Tapper, Killian's Confidence. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. You draw a card. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you may pay a black or a white and return that to your hand. Amazing. Send in the Past, Cost of Brilliance. There's some alright. I do think I'm going to take the Feed the Swarm. Destroy target creature or enchantment and an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value. We're just going to grab the good black cards after taking Postmortem Professor. Noxious Newt's really good. But yeah, let's take the black card. Helping Hand is a solid return effect. 2-mana 2/2, when this creature or another creature you control enters, you gain a life. Also pretty good. There's a third Muse Seeker in a row, which is crazy. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Impractical Joke deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. That seems amazing. But there is a Killian's Confidence and a Bog War. I mean, honestly, Killian's Confidence is probably what we're looking for with this style of deck. There's an Elite Interceptor, which is pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and take the Killian's Confidence here. Helping Hand might be good, but black-white, we'll see if it's open. Social Snub. When you cast a spell while you control a creature, you may copy this spell. Each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I don't think that's really good. In the black-white deck, 2-mana 2/2, whenever you cast a spell, that seems pretty good. Honestly, the next time a sorcerer of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage, would be pretty good. I think Melancholic Poet is what we're going to be looking for, especially with Killian's Confidence. There is the Elemental Mascot. Effervescence, yeah. Tap target creature. If it's your turn, put a stun counter on it, draw a card. Yeah, we're going to take the Melancholic Poet. I would take the land because it's a land, but I don't think we need to. This Prismatic Ending, though, I do think we might take. Exiles a creature or planeswalker they control with the greatest mana value. Oh, actually. Nope. Lecturing Scorn Mage. 1-mana 1/1. We lost to this in the first ever draft that I did. If you guys see that video, forgive me. Forgive me. But we're going to take this. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a 1/1 counter on this. It's a 1-mana 1/1 that just grows. Love that. End of the Hunt would be really good, but we need these 1-drops. Stand up for yourself. Oh my goodness. Or Rabbit Attack. Until end of turn, any number of target creatures you control each get +1/+0 and gain this. When this creature dies, draw a card. Oh, heck yeah. There is a destroy target creature with power 3 or greater. There is just actually a destroy, and we have a second one already. This is a combat trick. Combat trick is usually a little bit worse than removal, in my opinion. But we do have... Let's take the Rabbit Attack. I do think the Rabbit Attack is just really good, and we're solidly in black. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control at the beginning. Comment on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Sure. Follow the Lumerets. We're either looking for white or black, and I think this is the white card. Daydream. It's a bounce effect. Repel Calamity. Destroy target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater. I mean, honestly, another removal spell would be great. But there's a bounce effect for our creatures. I don't think we need to do that to a ton of our stuff. So let's take the Repel Calamity. And put a 1/1 counter. Love that for us. Dig Site Inventory. 2 mana 2/2. There's a Cost of Brilliance. How's our curve looking? Yeah, let's take the Cost of Brilliance. We got enough 2-drops right now. We want a little bit of draw. Helping Hand. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. We've got some good things. It's a reactive effect, though. Let's take the Adventurous Eater. Social Snub. While you control a creature, you may copy this. So we're able to kill 2 things or 1 thing and not need to worry about it. Social Snub might not see play. Hop to it. Create 3 1/1s. Are we creating 3 1/1s, guys? 4 mana, 3/4. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, this creature gets +1/+0 and gains lifelink. I mean, that's pretty good. Killian's Confidence, a Terramorphic Expanse, a Cost of Brilliance. I do think we're gonna take the hop to it. Rabbit Attack. Maybe that other Rabbit Attack comes back around. Maybe the hop to it's just not good enough, and we should take another Killian's Confidence instead. We do want creatures. Let's take the Rabbit Attack. No, I'm going to take the Killian's Confidence ×2. And we're going to hope one of those things comes back around. It should. Holy. There is nothing in this. Look at that stock up art, though. Infirmary Healer. I had one of those in my pre-release. This looks pretty interesting. The Sonar. Tap to create a treasure. Activate only if you've cast an instant or sorcery. Easy. And then 5 mana, search your library for an instant or sorcery and put it into your hand. So freaking good. I almost wish I were in the blue-red deck instead, because there's just another Ascendant Dust Speaker for us. That pack was emptier. Well, emptier than my head when I was in high school. Let's just say that. Ooh! Yeah, we're getting hard cut here. Send in the pest, discard a card, we create a pest token. There's a 2 mana 2/2 and then a Daydream. Exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter. That is, like, doable. It's not at instant speed, though. It's just not at instant speed, and I think that's not good enough for me. So I think we're going to take the 2/2. Return to the ranks. Return X target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. We will take that. That's a crazy one. Mainly because look at all these 2-drops. Elite Interceptor, we're going to keep an eye out for a couple of those, but Return to the Ranks is a solid one for us. I want 4 more Lecturing Scorn Mages, another Dig Site Inventory, and then 2 more. I want to get some black-white cards. Here's the Dig Site Inventory, I suppose. I'm not going to play all these Social Snubs, I don't think. Yeah, we're going to take the Dig Site Inventory. I could have had like 4 or 5 of these Muse Seekers, and I don't know if these are good or not, but the fact that I could have had 4 or 5 of them is kind of crazy. We're going to take another Dig Site Inventory. I mean, Rapier Wit would be alright, but Dig Site Inventory ×3 is alright too. 2 mana 1/1. When this enters, exile up to one target creature you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. At the beginning of your end step, if one or more cards were put into exile this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Ennis. Could be alright. We need creatures. But the Killian's Confidence is going to be better for us. That Ennis is not going to be solid. 2 mana 2/2. That destroys a thing. Molten Note would be good for us. 2 mana 1/1 Flash Flying, Trample Incremental. That's insane. A Vampire Warlock. Sneering Shade Rider, I do think, is probably... It's the Ascendant Dust Speaker. Sneering Shade Rider and Ascendant Dust Speaker. I want you to... You can make that connection, right, guys? Social Snub is out of here. When in doubt, take the uncommon. Remember, we're rare drafters. We're dirty, sneaky, scary rare drafters. And ain't no one gonna stop us from rare drafting. Send in the Pest. I mean... We're going to take the Pick Your Poison because we're not going to play the Send Your Pest. Fractal Anomaly. There's going to be a deck where someone drafts like 8 Ancestral Angers. And that's going to be hilarious. We'll see if we can do it sometime. We're going to play that Plains. Ooh. I had this in one of my pre-releases, and I didn't get the chance to play it a single time. Create 2/2 red and white spirit creature tokens. Then if the spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put a 1/1 counter on each spirit you control. 3 mana 2/2 Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with power or toughness 1 or less dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. There's a Stone Docent. Fun fact, as someone who studied libraries, a docent is someone who volunteers at a library or archive. The docents are the volunteers. But yeah, we're going to take this 3 mana 2/2. There's another Killian's Confidence. 4 mana 3/3 flyer that enters prepared. Impractical Joke is insane. There's just another Killian's Confidence though. But we're going to take the Honorbound Page, I think. We do need creatures. I'd like to get 1 or 2 more creatures, probably. I'd like to draft, like, a powerful card, really. I feel like we've drafted very weak. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, this creature becomes prepared, and each opponent loses life. Sure. Stirring Honor. This is the first gold card that's not Killian's Confidence that we've seen. Look at the top X cards of your library where X is the number of creatures you control. Put one of those cards into your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Love that. Sure. Get out of here, Ascendant Dust Speaker. Solid removal. 5 mana 4/6. At the beginning of your first main phase, this creature becomes prepared. Target creature you control gains +2/+2. Ooh. I like the removal aspect of that. Yeah, we're taking that. One mana Death Toucher. Yeah, we're gonna drop the Ascendant Dust Speaker probably. Arcane Omens, that's the Converge discard. Render Speechless I do think is alright, but +2/+2 in first strike until end of turn is interesting. Yeah, we're gonna take the Render Speechless though. We're gonna drop one of the dig site inventories. We're going to take the uncommon. Because when in doubt, take the uncommon. No uncommon. Let's take the Masterful Flourish. Pull from a grave. Return 2 target creature cards. Gain 2 life. Like, that's alright. I don't think we're going to play it. You know, we're in the aggro deck, and I don't think that's where we want to be. Same thing with Send in the Past. I don't think we're going to be sending in the past. I think we're cutting the honor bound page, actually. Wild hypothesis to the side. All right. I'm here for it. We're going to ship it as is. All right, guys. Currently waiting. How long are we going to wait for this? I thought it was going to be an instant queue, otherwise... There we go. You just got to start shaming it. You start shaming the shuffler, the dialer, whatever you want to call it. It starts working. It's called tech wizardry. Something a lot of people don't know much about, I will say. We're going to keep... all of the Killian's confidences, we do not have a ton of repartee. That's my one thing here. I'm going to block it. A sleight of hand, ooh. The cheap spells to make that thing powerful. Dual tactics. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually insane. I told you someone's going to have the Ancestral Anger. A braid. Okay. Do they have another Ancestral Anger? I'm loving this deck, by the way. Just another Expressive Fire Dancer. I don't love that. Yeah, I think we lose here hard. They can hit both their creatures. If they can cast something with 5 or more. I don't know if they just had a good draw. I don't know. Are we getting unlucky, folks? So if I'm gonna play the 4/6, I guess. Do you have a counter spell here? Yeah, there we go. Can see. You got me. Good game. Yeah, that was insane. I think we drew all of our expensive cards, it's worth noting. Like, our deck does not have that high of a curve. But hey, it happens. And we're ready for Petra. We're going to win a game in Strixhaven one of these days. I just know it. We're going to keep this. You gotta feed the swarm to kill something. I don't know what the deal is, though. You get to play a bunch of 2/2s. Those are pretty cool looking spirit tokens, I will say. We're gonna get in. End turn. We've got nothing but lands in hand, friend. We're gonna kill that immediately. They do get to gain life. Get in. Then we're going to play a 2/2 and end turn. It's a zombie warlock, not a spirit, sadly. Gain your life. Bogwater Lumaret. Boom. I'm gonna block. Do it. End turn. Adventurous Eater. Bet. You have to gain more life. These gain so much life. That's kind of crazy. You get to draw. No play. I'm gonna play this. Where X is the number of creatures you control. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. One into my hand and the rest into my graveyard. Ink Shaper. We're gonna next get in. I mean, we're just gonna get in with everything, right? Down to 5. I cannot return the Killians to my hand because I do not have the mana. 7? Uh-oh. Hey, we got there. I will say, we got there because our opponents were playing Commons not deck. I don't know if they didn't draw well or what their situation was, but hey, I'll take it, man. Sometimes you need that first win to come through to change up the vibe. And I'm here for that. Currently waiting. I should have paused this one. I thought it was going to be quick. No! I mean, we're doing it regardless. We're going to keep it. We got a removal. We got a 2-drop. Yeah, we're going to play out the Leech Collector. I will say we don't have a way of gaining life. We only have ways of losing it. Ooh, Slumbering Trudge. Okay. We're gonna play this and play the Sheltered Acolyte. I could have left it. Realistically, that might have been the move, but... Bitter Triumph. Target player discards 2 cards. Aluin. That was Menace, right? Yeah. Let's get in there. No land to play the 4 mana card. Yeah, there we go. Sure. Boom. Okay. Permanent's mana value. I am gonna get in. We have so many lands. This has lifelink? Oh, I didn't even realize that this had lifelink. That's my bad. A pest friend. Just gets to exile and make a bunch of 1/1s. It's annoying. Pay 2, sure. End turn. We're gonna block the 2 thingies. Bloodletting. +1/+1. That's annoying. Four. Ugh, annoying. Exile a card. Was that my Killian's? No, it was my Sheltered Acolyte. I'm surprised that they didn't remove my Killian's. Yes, I cannot do anything about your 4/3. I can draw 9 of my lands. I've drawn 4 more lands than you, actually. Ugh, that's so frustrating. Autopay. We're gonna give that +1/+1. Actually, what is that? 10 lands in the top 19. Damn. They attack with everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to draw something that I can play. I got another blocker. We've got blockers. And Death Touch. If only it gained lifelink. End turn. I've got blockers. Lifelink, Death Touch, Ward. We're gonna bloodletting you. End turn. Alright, we gained some life. You get to exile, create a 1/1. Yeah, I got you. You get to gain some life. So we are going to do all of these are lethal, so they need to block everything. We're putting them into a bad spot here. Good game. That was a solid one. I really didn't think we were going to get there. That was pretty scary. Now let's jump in. See you in the next. I want you guys to know that I'm lucky I paused this, because this queue took actually a minute and a half. I've not had queues like that in a long time. That's crazy. We're going to keep... This one's not great. We keep drawing... Why do we keep drawing Return to the Ranks every single game? Like, I don't want to complain about it, but... We could have cycled this. Mindful Biomancer. No blocks. Ooh, why didn't I block the Infirmary Healer? I probably could have. I'm gonna repel Calamity here. And then we're gonna Killian's Confidence this to draw a card. We're gonna not attack. We are gonna block the Infirmary Healer this turn though. They missed a land. That's kind of crazy. Good removal. Drain you for a bit. Just a bit. They drew the 4th mana though. What you got in that 4th mana? No blocks. We're going to play out the Stirring Honormancer. Grab us a 2/2. End turn. We got a 4/5 to block your 4/4. Don't kill my 4/5. Please. And thank you. Nice. Ooh, they're missing blue. Okay. End turn. It might almost be time to get in, but we'll see. We'll see. I want to play out the Death Toucher before I start attacking in, realistically. Okay, they're going to gain 4 life. Bet. Auto pay. We'll end turn. Leave it in hand. There's no reason to use it right now necessarily. There might be, but our opponent missing their second color or their third color is not lucky for them. I'm gonna draw that. We're gonna dig site inventory him too. Get in for 8. It's annoying. End turn. They drew a nice removal spell. It happens. Oh no, they've got the blue! You lose a life and I gain a life. Hell yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Down to 7. Auto pay to return that to hand. And then end turn. Go get your Terramorphic Expanse. You gonna attack it? Cancel. I'm giving that +1/+1. Great. Boom. All of those get in. Yes. Yeah. That works. There's a 1 mana. We're just gonna bring this back. And end turn. Good luck, friend. Ooh, so sorry about that, guys. We are going to, first of all, bloodletting. Second of all, Killian's confidence on the postmortem collector. Or professor, sorry. I'll play out this land. Go in. And get in. It's going to get prepared. Leech collector is going to go. I'm going to be able to use that. Nice. I'm gonna drain you. And then we're gonna play the postmortem professor and we're gonna exile the render speechless. And this has been a pretty sweet one, guys. End turn. We have drawn 10 lands, but we've drawn pretty well in the last 5 cards. I don't think we've drawn... Well, we've drawn 2 lands? Maybe a land or 2. Postmortem professor. Good game. back into the rank up. Glad to see it. See you in the next one. And we're back against Maxim, the Timeless Witness. Let's do it, friend. 2 5-drops in the return to ranks again. We're going to keep. We have 1 and 2 drops. I promise we do. They have their own postmortem professor. Uh-oh. Leech collector. We're playing it. She's so happy about her crazy weird leech. No blocks. You should be a little bit more self-conscious about your crazy leech. That face is way too happy. Mindful Biomancer. Oof, good one. Adventurous Eater. We're gonna get in. If you want to block with your Mindful Biomancer, you can. I'm gonna give you the chance. That's a sweet dismember. Hell yeah. No blocks. Oh my gosh, we can't play that? No attacks. Holy crap, that really sucks. Our opponent's down to 2 cards. One of them's a removal spell. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, yeah, we're screwed. We can't do anything. Unlucky. See you guys in the next one. Okay, Sirius. The Seasoned. Let's go, let's go. And we're gonna keep. I find it crazy that, again, we don't have a... This is disrespectful. We've seen this card every single game, and it's not the greatest rare to see in your opening hand. I'm, like, kind of amazed at the things we've seen and gotten. Like, not necessarily in a bad way, but, like... 3 mana, add 1 mana. You gain 2 life. Activate only if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell. Dang, crazy. Play out a 3/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets plus, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast it. Interesting, okay. So we can play both of these, or we can play Cost of Brilliance. Yeah, we are going to Cost of Brilliance like this. Target a player, target up to 1 creature. Hit that. Get them for 5. Dwarf Warlock or Zombie Warlock. Let's play the Zombie Warlock. End turn. And then next turn we're going to be able to Antiquities. Nice. You got a counterspell for that? Lose a life, gain a life. Yeah, they stalled out on mana. Unlucky. They got a thing to cast? Oh, that's crazy. End turn. Search your library for basic land card, put it onto the battlefield. Dang, nice. So we're gonna Killian's Confidence. Yeah, I think we were attacking out and there's not much that they could do. But I was gonna play it safe regardless. Sometimes you gotta do that. And we're ready and off to the races against Boro Moon, the Dauntless Drafter. I really like that avatar. Don't know who that is though. We're gonna keep. First time we've seen Melancholic Poet. Also, first time we haven't had. What's it called in our opener? Blue green, Noxious Newt. Sure. Ooh, 3-mana 3/3. Attack. Uh-oh. Beginning of combat in turn, put a 1 counter on target creature you control gains vigilance. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and we might be screwed. Additive evolution. That's pretty sick. No blocks. Yeah, no, we're out of it. We needed to draw a black source. All right. Well, good game. That's going to be it. That's going to be the one, guys. Not a bad little showing for us, realistically. 4-3, black-white deck. Let's go open those packs. Got 5 of them in here. Open all those. Oh, we got a mythic. Hit us. Dragon? No. But actually the best lesson. I'm really excited to get that in one of our drafts eventually. But thanks for joining me on this one, guys. I do really appreciate it. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, get down there in the comments, do all the things, tell the robots you enjoy this type of content. It really does help me out. Small creator, blah, 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 blah. Hardcore sellout, end of the video. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get out there, draft some Strixhaven. And thanks for coming along with me.